wasn't. You know, he's not even looking at the ball and he's fighting to get it, and it hits him. I don't even think he's looking at the ball, but you know, you can look at a lot of the decisions in the game. You know, you give a referee that's, you know, match fixed before the biggest game in Germany. What do you expect? Yeah, it's frustrating. I know I've not seen it properly, but I definitely think Marco's up there. I don't know what you have to do to be able to get a foul checked. I can understand, yeah, they've checked it, and if it's his hand, okay, but for me, he was looking away, and that one up there, I don't get how you can't check it, but, you know, I'm not a referee. He apparently is, so, yeah.
CIC, A40, and the Grand Champion Show. In this episode, we're just going to talk about what happened this weekend in the Bundesliga.
Yes, the Bundesliga.
Bunda or Punda?
Well,
it might as well be Punta.
The way that what's it called? The way Bayern Munich are controlling that league, you might as well call it the Bunda.
How many have they won in a row there?
I think it's what is it? It could be 5 or 6. If
Dortmund won not too long ago, but apart from that, it could have been 20.
But that was under was that under Rafa? I mean, not Rafa, under Klopp, wasn't it?
Klopp, yeah.
So it's at least 6 years, I think. So 6 in a row, possibly.
Yeah. It's been monopolized.
It's a bit like it's like the Scottish Premiership.
It's not really like the Scottish Premiership because for a while it was Rangers. You know, Rangers win a few years, Celtic will win a few years, then Rangers, then Celtic, then Rangers, then Celtic. But the Bundesliga, I know Celtic went on.
No. Celtic.
Before Rangers got relegated for before that it was a fight. And now you know, Gerrard has been there and they've won a couple of titles. It's back to a fight. Whereas the Bundesliga is an absolute joke. It's not a competition. You buy all the best players from
your arch rivals.
It's ridiculous. But anyway, we're not going to touch.
How they get away with it? It's the power. It's the monopoly power way anyway of the what's it called of buying. That's it. But
it's just an introduction into what we're chatting about in this episode. In this one, we're talking about Jude Bellingham, Dortmund, who lost 3-2 to Bayern Munich at the weekend. Jude Bellingham
outburst.
He had an outburst about the referee
after the game.
His comments about the referee, whose name is Felix Zwayer. You know, Jude said, you know, how can you have a referee a game like this when he's had a 6 months ban for match fixing scandal in
Shocking.
2005.
I was surprised when I saw that. That's shocking.
Yeah. The thing is, for me, in any work of life or walk of life, as they say, if you've been found guilty of such that's like fraud as well, corruption, you name it.
You shouldn't be in a job anymore. I should have been that field.
You can't work in that field again.
Yeah,
you can't work in that sector again.
If you're a banker and you've fiddled a little bit of money underneath the, I just take a couple of months.
You're finishing banking.
You should never be a banker again. If you're a doctor and you've I'm just gonna unplug that thing there, you never work again.
You're finished.
You've been struck off.
And you could even be in prisons. But for me,
they're trying to.
Yeah, go on. No, I was going to say that when that revelation came out that this referee had been involved in match fixing previously, I was shocked, as Grand Champ said, and the rest of us on the panel have said, how can someone that's been involved in such controversy still be, after being found guilty, fined or whatever, and given a 6 months ban, still be allowed back into that field? The trust has gone completely.
Yeah. What is the police trying to investigate? What?
There's no.
Exactly. I don't get
it. They're trying to investigate him, and I think, and let's be all truthful there. For myself, I'll speak for myself anyway. I would say that if it does happen, there's a bit of racial, discrimination going on in there. Really.
Jude is 18 years old, and
at the moment,
I think the boy's a brilliant footballer.
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely.
I will stand with him to say that is an absolute joke. And he was in his right to say the truth, because the ref could have given them a penalty. He ruled it off.
Yeah.
And then awarded Bayern Munich a penalty, which Lewandowski scored to win the game. He could have had money on that.
Controversially,
game. He could have had money
as well.
Game. Ridiculous.
Controversially, yeah.
And you would be surprised. Money through his wife's name.
Do you know what I mean? And the good thing is, I think Dortmund chief executive has come out and backed him. Backed him, which is good.
And said that that it's not really, even what he said, it's not really a criminal matter.
It's not.
As said. Why? Are you telling me that Germany, that is in so-called lockdown or whatever, haven't got anything bigger to, the police have got anything better or bigger to do than start trying to come into football on such a matter like this? Stop it there.
Anyway, for me, I
take your house in order.
I feel like the I don't know, how do you want to call it, like the FA in Germany should get investigated as well.
Of course.
Because once again, how's that match official back in? When did he get suspended? Was he acquitted of the charges or whatever it is?
No, he's found guilty.
He was found guilty.
This is what the
6 months ban.
So
6 months ban.
So the 6 month ban, he was found guilty.
Yeah.
And they put him in a high profile game.
2005.
Exactly. So they put him in a high profile game between Dortmund and Bayern, and somebody we were meant to believe that game was played fairly. I'm sorry, somebody had money on that game. Somebody didn't want Dortmund to win. And if you look at that penalty, if you watch that game, if you look at that penalty, that was controversial.
Oh yeah, of course. Because the thing is, Bayern Munich have been in shaky form recently in Bundesliga, and Dortmund even have done very well without having Hageland in their last.
What do you call it?
In their last, what's it called? Few games.
What's his name?
Their top striker.
What's his name?
What's it called? So going into this game, they were afraid of the form there. They were afraid of the form. Dortmund were going into this game in much better form, and they didn't want the change of power there still.
Yeah.
So that's why they chose this referee.
They could have waited to the end of the season to buy their players.
Yeah.
Here's one thing. Who won the league last year?
Bayern, right?
Bundesliga.
Bayern.
Who won it the year before? No,
Bayern.
2019.
Bayern.
Who won it in 2018?
Bayern.
Who won it in 2017?
17.
Probably Dortmund.
Bayern. 2015?
Probably Dortmund.
Bayern. 2014?
That was, I think that was possibly Bayern one. Bayern, see.
Bayern have won it. They've won it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a row.
That's why I told you it's like the Scottish League under Celtic. Celtic were going for 10. Celtic were going for 10 before Rangers stopped it. It's a Mickey Mouse league because Bayern have too much clout. How even at least over here in the Premiership, to buy a player from your arch rival, it has to be really, really, really hard. I know Man United have done it with Arsenal, Van Persie, and then Liverpool haven't really. I mean, Arsenal tried it with Suarez with that rude offer of £40 and 1p or whatever, £1. But it's very hard to buy a player in his prime to go in from arch rivals.
Why can't all these top billionaires go to that German league and start buying all these clubs anyway?
Nobody really watches the Bundesliga. No
one cares for that.
You have to remember, what's it called?
They have nice stadiums.
What's it called? RB Lesbians.
They got good stadiums. You're correct. You're right.
They've got a rich billionaire RB there. So what's it called? They've got rich owners. It's just that it's the clout of Bayern Munich that's what it is.
They're runtings.
Yeah, it's a political game.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's a bit like the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on in football, man. But anyways,
that's it. So for me, I'm hoping that the German so-called police come to their full senses and say there's nothing to see here.
They need to go back and investigate the Dortmund and the chairman of whatever.
It's true. As managers say, when Arteta and Klopp had their little going together, what stays on the pitch, what goes on the pitch stays on the pitch. So even though Jude said that, you leave it. It wasn't untoward because yes, he's young and it was in the heat of the moment. Maybe a few words were a bit too.
No. I don't think we should leave it there. See, I disagree with that. I feel like
what I meant leave it. I meant that the police shouldn't get involved.
No, they shouldn't get involved, but that referee shouldn't officiate any games.
You're saying it the other way.
He shouldn't.
He should be investigated.
Yeah, he's saying that he should be withdrawn.
Yeah.
Yes, it's exposed.
He should He should never.
Yeah,
we need to see. Yeah. We need to see.
They're trying to give him a second chance.
No. I'm sorry.
In a normal job,
yeah,
only in football or some other, like maybe a film star, artist or whatever. But in real jobs, for us, what hardworking people are normal self.
Mm-hmm.
We said it already. If you're found guilty of certain things, you're not working in that field anymore, and you're struggling to even get a job, maybe in Sainsbury's or Pizza Hut. So let's be truthful. Yes.
Yeah, Lord. But yeah.
Anyway,
he should not be involved in that kind of thing. But yeah, go on,
to conclude this Jude Bellingham, Bayern Munich and the Bundesliga, we touched on it already that the Dortmund chief executive, Hans-Joachim Watzke, I think.
Well done.
He said,
well done.
I
don't know. We'll have to research that one.
Maybe Grand Champ is what's it called? German English teacher.
Did he say linguist?
There you are.
He said to be clear, Jude was not spreading lies.
No.
But what happened in the past is the past. But this statement shouldn't have been. But I don't see anything untrue there. I don't expect that to have any consequences for Jude, and rightly so. They should not be looking at Jude.
Fingers crossed.
They should not be looking at Jude. They should be looking at this ref's appointment in such a big game in Germany.
Look, as Graham said, look at the whole of the German FA.
The whole structure.
It's rotting from within. Why is someone who's been found guilty still in high profile? Yeah.
It must be so boring watching the Bundesliga there. I can't imagine. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But AY said something. They've got good stadiums. The stadiums
for atmosphere.
Atmosphere. They got good atmosphere. They got good atmosphere. Trust me. But you got beers all over the place.
Story. What's it called? You got German football. What's it called? French league. Even though PSG blew themselves last season when they should have won it, we've already spoken about Poch not winning anything. But
I'm glad they did.
So German, French, Scottish. I mean, Real Madrid. At least over there's a battle because Atletico Madrid pull their own weight there as well. But
even it is right now, Barcelona would be lucky to get fourth this season.
Oh yeah, the way they're playing, you're looking at maybe what's it called, Europa League Conference.
Barcelona Europa League.
Wow, the great Barca. I think
maybe Arsenal can get their revenge on them anyway. But that's a story.
We might not even make there. We might not even make conference.
There you go.
Well, anyway, conclude that show. Like, subscribe.
Even put in your comments what you think about this situation with Jude Bellingham. What's it called? Post your comments there. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, we want
watch the episode and definitely post some comments.
No way he should be getting punished. No way. 18-year-old, full of heart and brave lad.
That'd be another way where Bayern Munich maybe even told them
maybe they're looking to buy him.
That's what I'm saying.
Next minute you see Jude next season. Well, last season I was at Dortmund and
that's it. Yeah.
I regret what I said. Bayern Munich, I respect the club.
I've always wanted to play for Bayern. I've always wanted to play for Bayern.
Why did they get Jude and Haaland?
Brilliant
from Bayern. Lewandowski is almost out of his prime now. They get Jude and Haaland there. That would,
they could.
It wouldn't surprise me, but it would be an absolute joke.
And then Man City would get what's it called, Lewandowski. Yeah.
And they use the players and then dump them later on, like almost went from Dortmund to Bayern. When he was done and dusted, they dropped him back at Dortmund.
Oh, brilliant.
Gotze was another one. Remember Gotze?
There you go. But definitely, it's definitely something that we're going to keep a close eye on regarding that. What's it called? That police matter.
Yeah, we'll come back to this. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Bye.